up, fellow collectors, and welcome to Long's Toys. Today we are taking a look at JB02 Firebraver from the Tomica Heroes Jobraver line. So packaging here on the front, we have a nice pic of the robot mode. The vehicle mode's down here with the little Jobroid poking his head out. Over here on the side, we have a picture of the vehicle plus the Jobroid combining together to form Firebraver. And then over here on this side, we have another one shrouded in silhouette, as well as a little pic of the original three. And then on the back, again, just kind of showing you almost like a clip from the cartoon. They have kind of an animated commercial. I believe there's going to be an anime for this as well, of the Jobroid plus the vehicle transforming together to form Firebraver over here. And then we have some tech spec-like information down here in the bottom right. And not really anything going on in the bottom. So pretty cool packaging here. Gonna go ahead, get everything out of the packaging, get the stickers applied, and we'll take a closer look. So here they are out of the packaging. We'll start over here with the little Jobroid. His name is Matt. I don't know if that's a reference to something or they just decided to name him Matt. But you can see he is primarily orange with a little bit of silver. He has a few sticker applications. You have this yellow band that goes around the waist on each side. And then I decided to give him the angry eyes. You do get 4 different eye options. I don't know, I just thought the angry eyes kind of fit. They look pretty fun. He also comes with this giant water blaster since he is fire rescue. And you can have the little Jobroid hold it, or you can have the larger robot hold it. So I'm just going to go ahead and put that off to the side for the moment. And just to do a quick little comparison with Wapper, who is the Jobroid that came with Policebraver. So you can see they're fairly similar. He has a little police hat, though, which I think is awesome. And I gave him the normal eyes. So this is kind of what the normal eyes look like. And then here we have the angry eyes. And you can see that their body mold is pretty similar. Not 100% the same, but fairly similar. So I'll put him off to the side so we can take a look at the little fire engine. This one doesn't hold together as well as I'd like. It's not terrible. But it just, I don't know, it looks like it's ready to burst apart. It does roll pretty well. You do have a few stickers to apply. So the sticker here on the front and these windows on the side come pre-applied, but you do have to apply these 2 front side windows. And then you have 3 stickers here on each side that you apply. But they're very easy to put on there. Nicely painted hoses here on the side. Some nice silver here on the top, as well as silver for the ladder. And then you have the light bar up here painted very nicely. And the headlights and the grille up here on the front. And then just to do a little size comparison with the police car from Policebraver, you can see that they're about the same size. Obviously, the fire engine is a little taller. But they're pretty much the same size. So let's go ahead and let's get to the transformation. Alright, so the first thing we're going to do is take the Jobroid, swing his legs up 90 degrees, and then we will rotate the head back, and that will just kind of sit against the back there. I kind of wish it pegged in. I mean, there's even like a little peg hole here, because you can, funnily enough, you can store the weapon there. I didn't show that off earlier, but if you wanted to peg that in, you could just have him have that on the back. But I kind of wish there was a little spot, maybe even like, you know, on the back of this or something, but I guess that would kind of, yeah, it could maybe fit. But just something that this would come up and just kind of lightly tab in. It's not really a problem. It doesn't really get in the way, but I just kind of wish that that tabbed in. But then you're going to bring the arms down, and this will become the waist of the larger robot. So these are going to be the hips. So you have really nice ball joints here. And then what were the elbows for the Jobroid will become the knees for the larger robot. So we'll go ahead and straighten those out. And then we're going to take the fire engine. You have these 3 pieces here, which are going to fit here, here, and here. So we're going to go ahead and push that, drop that right in there, and then we're going to push the fire engine back. Before I do that, I'm going to zoom out just a bit, because these things really like to spring apart. So we're going to just go ahead and push this till it locks in place. And you can see how that kind of flipped everything back. The legs will pop off. These will become the legs. And you can see here that we pretty much have the entire torso of the robot. The head sculpt looks really cool. I like the helmet with the badge. I like the blue visor. I think that really works. You're going to bring the arms down, just like that. And you can see that we have a nice ball joint right here for the shoulder. You have a bicep swivel. You have maybe, no, pretty much, I was going to say maybe a little over, no, I get a little over 90 degrees there in the elbow. And that's all nicely painted red there. And then we're going to take the back section of the fire engine, split that apart, come around to the back, and you can see I have these nice little tabs here that you can use to rotate the feet out. So we're going to do that on each leg. And then these little connectors here are going to slide into these little panels right there. So that will slide in. You'll hear a nice click. That clicks into place. And then we're going to take this one and click this into place. Like so. And then let me zoom out so you can actually see the full robot here. So you have that nice ball joint at the waist, like I mentioned. You do have the knees. You do have some movement here in the legs, a lot of front to back. You do have a little bit of ankle tilt side to side. I had to pop the feet off of this one and kind of sand down the ball joint because it had like some excess plastic. So I had to kind of sand it down a little bit just to get it rounded, but it worked out pretty well. And then we can go ahead and give him his blaster here, which for whatever reason, I had a hard time getting it into the hand of the Jobroid, and I have a hard time getting it into the hand of this robot as well. They're supposed to be the same size so that either form can hold it. And just try to get him in a good pose here. Try to use this ankle tilt a little bit. There we go. And there we go. We have Firebraver. So I think Firebraver looks pretty cool. Like I said, I really do like the head sculpt. I kind of wish this section could go a little bit further back because I feel like it hides the head a decent amount. You can still see all the detail, and there really is some nice paint applications there. But I just feel like it's just not really open enough to like really see the head. It kind of feels sunken deep in there. I kind of wish this could just rotate like fully vertical. Then you could see the head a little bit better. But you do have the doors here, and like I said, we do have a ball joint here for the shoulder, bicep swivel, 90 degrees there for the elbow. We don't have any wrist movement. We don't really have anything in the waist because of how it transforms. But we do have ball joints for the hips, and then we have those elbows slash knee bends there. Not really any kind of thigh swivel because you can kind of move the ball joint around. Not a ton, but a decent amount, but there's no additional thigh swivel there. And then the feet, I kind of wish the feet locked into place a little bit better because it is a little bit difficult to get them to stand. But you do have kind of minimal ankle tilt, but you certainly have a lot of front to back movement there with the foot. And he does hold his weapon pretty well. Let me zoom out here. And then here he is with Police Braver. I think Police Braver is a little bit more successful. I just feel like he holds together a little bit better. His proportions are a little better. But I do like Firebraver as well. I just wish that clamshell on the back would flow back a little bit further so we could see the head. Let me see if I can get him in a little bit better pose. Maybe that'll help him stand. Bend the knees a little bit there. That might work. That's a little better. So I like the two of them together. I really do. I think they work pretty well. Now, the Jobroids should be interchangeable. Let's go ahead and see. We'll go ahead and slide this off. I'll just do the top sections because if they work, the rest of it should work as well. I don't know. They don't seem to want to lock. Yeah, maybe they don't. Well, the connections are the same, I think. They should work. There it goes. So there you go. They are compatible. You can swap. You can use different Jobroids altogether. You can do different legs with different torsos. That's kind of cool. That's kind of a little bit of extra playability to this line. I don't know if they're going to explore this at all in the anime, have different Jobroids use the different vehicles. I have no idea. But I think that's kind of cool. It gives you some more playability there and some more possibilities for different combinations. Like, I really like the red and the blue. I think that works. You can probably... Well, let's just go ahead. We'll try and switch the legs out as well. Just to fully confirm that this can be done. These can be a little tight, honestly. There we go. So let's just go ahead and slide this in. Yep. So they are fully compatible, and you can switch them all around. The orange with Police Braver doesn't look that great, but I do really like the blue with Fire Braver. I think that looks really good. So that's fun. I think it's really neat that you can switch the Jobroids around. So I think Fire Braver is a lot of fun. I don't think he's as successful as Police Braver. I just think some of his proportions are a little out of whack. I don't really love the way that this only kind of half opens to reveal the head. I wish it could rotate a little bit further back and just lie there along the back. The way these doors form the shoulder pads kind of limits articulation because you can't really bring the arms much more forward than that. You can make up for it a little bit with the elbows, but unfortunately you just can't really do anything. You can't really rotate the full arm or anything like that. And it has to do with the kind of spring-loaded nature of the gimmick of these. Sometimes it's cool, sometimes it hinders certain things, but I think the legs work well. Stickers were very easy to apply. You have some nice paint applications. I do kind of wish that this could fold inward on the leg, just because having it hang off there in robot mode I think is a little weird. Not a big deal in vehicle mode, but I think it would have been nice in robot mode if you could have just folded it against the leg. Just kind of one hinge right there would have been nice. I wish the legs would lock in place a little bit, and I had to kind of sand down the ball joint to get the full use of the ankle tilt. But once I did that, it worked pretty well, and I'm hoping that's just a random QC issue and not everyone has that problem. But it was fairly easy to fix. But yeah, I think he's cool. Like I said, not my favorite. Couple little things, but for the most part, I think he's neat. And I love the fact that you can mix and match the Jobroids, that they're completely interchangeable. I think that's a lot of fun. Like I said, we'll have to see if the anime plays with that at all. You do just kind of have a robot hanging off his butt, though. And I do kind of wish that head pegged into place. I mean, you can see that it's not really a problem. I guess technically you could open it up, but for the most part, it just stays against there like it should. But I do kind of wish that pegged in. So, all in all, I think they're a lot of fun. They're not perfect. They have a few little flaws, but I think they're a pretty good time. Let me know what you guys think in the comments below. Please like, share, and subscribe. Hope you guys enjoyed the video, and as always, thanks so much for watching.